loud， 我们在 that loud 一起讲中文，他们很棒。我们在约翰的
Shut up. No, that was little fuck,
bro. What?
Guys, they had no reason to invite someone who had never who had
Yeah,
never made a song, who had never written a song.
Yeah.
Like they were just like step up onto the mic, and I did, and
Super
like
patient. Like
and they
the
just
nicest
kept
guys,
letting me come back. And when it came time for me to go to university, I really wanted to come here and go to an English-speaking university because I had spent all of my childhood in China, and I felt like I had just done it, you know? Like
that's that part.
I'd been there for 12 years,
Yeah.
you know? I had completed it, mate. This is really cool.
They're so cute in the corner.
I like how colorful this is.
Yeah, it was all my idea, to be honest. Like,
Please tell us about it.
The fuck?
What?
Yeah, what
How did you
inspired
come
this?
What inspired this color palette? Yeah.
So I'll tell you guys right now. So you see how it goes green to green to blue to purple,
Yeah.
and it kind of
Kinda
joins
continues from
again.
here, then goes all the way
It's
to
so
the-
you feel welcome when you walk in.
Oh, is that like the? Oh, okay, I actually have heard a lot about that.
What
type of
religion
stuff.
is that?
Does green represent?
Yes.
Green, harmony, and earth peace. You know
and
what I mean?
I like that you
It's
put it
like
with the
isn't
other.
Earth
The
brown?
other
No, Earth is, but like when you want to,
Earth
like,
is
if aliens
whatever
come
makes you feel
and you want to
Earth.
make them feel welcome.
I
you
can't
use,
believe
like,
you
green
backing them up,
instead of
Kiki.
brown. Yeah, you'd use green, and then purple is a sign of fertility.
And royalty.
and royalty. Yes. You
Wait, is
you
purple
brought this
fertility?
out.
Isn't it the opposite?
I don't know that band.
Yeah, the opposite.
What, purple?
Yeah, it's the opposite of fertility, bro.
I didn't back up the fertility.
Oh,
Your feng shui
I
is
just
off,
said
my guy.
royalty, bro.
And then blue is royalty.
And
obviously.
you know, and now you did actually think this through because you specifically didn't. There's this specific shade of pink.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And I don't know if you guys have heard about this. This specific shade of
Oh,
pink.
mauve. Yeah.
No. No, so then it was scientifically proven that this shade of pink will calm people down. So then the jail was like
The
this
jail.
one,
Oh,
a
in
men's jail.
Sweden.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
Jill
sounds
was like-
European.
yeah,
Western
yeah,
European.
Western, yeah.
The men's
Western
jail-
European.
Yeah, like just
the
that's-
Western
yeah.
is really important. I
The
don't
men's
think
jail,
the
they
gulag
said-
is
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. I don't think the gulag
They
has any
cooking
more.
We need that this side because
You didn't hear the rest of the story.
Oh shit, my bad, bro.
No, we're listening.
Are we going already?
We're
going?
listening.
So then they painted the whole men's jail this specific shade of pink that's meant to make people feel calmer, and it worked.
They all started
But
kissing.
then they no what?
Then what?
But then they didn't like do the scientific thing properly, so they didn't like test it over a long span of time. So it like that shade of pink, it's fine in small doses, but over like a long period of time, the niggas started acting like crazier. Like they started going,
like
it started
aggressive.
making them more violent.
Like
after.
Squid Game.
What, for real?
That's crazy.
Oh,
Is
wait,
that-
that's actually really good.
What?
That's a really good point. Like they
What
painted
happened in
Squid
Squid
Game
Game?
pink, and then the people in Squid Game were violent. So that makes sense.
They're
Fuck that
going
shit.
Oh, okay. I know.
We're on. Go ahead.
Oh, we're definitely. Oh, we're on.
Yes, of course.
Pink used to be men's colors in the 14th.
Yes, I heard about
the
that
who?
too. In
So
the
it used to be
1400s.
color for men was pink,
So
the color for
editors-
women was blue.
That's
Because blue was
crazy.
considered like a softer color.
Yeah.
So it was like
And-
the feminine color, and pink was like a strong.
That's
Yeah.
That's
color.
crazy.
So, and then they switched it.
But
up.
why?
What period of
Yeah.
time was that?
Do you think Barbie did that?
Was
With
that-
Mattel?
that was
Like-
Victorian
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so
They're like,
so
we're
just
gonna
before
claim
Grimm
it.
takes us off,
Which
just
tells
before.
you gender is a construct.
Just before Grimm
Yes.
takes us off, for those who didn't hear, Editorius was just saying that back in Victorian times, pink was actually a masculine color, and
it still
blue
is.
was a feminine color because pink was considered strong. Let's go.
Were you warned about this podcast?
Let's
I
get it
listened.
Hey, guys, welcome into your boy GRIMM.
Yeah.
Expensive.
No, why would you mess it up?
But I got it.
It's been a while, man.
Did y'all harmonize that?
Yes.
Yeah, but we're back officially.
Okay, now we're back and
Grim.
you guys are with us again. Hi, sir. How you doing, sir? Yeah.
Yeah,
And on the
we
right,
haven't
I've got the
been all
beautiful, the
together.
very beautiful.
Big Kiki, not the little one.
What's that?
Actually, even.
Okay, but yeah, what's with the voice?
Wait, what was the last one that I used? What was my last?
Humble
Phones?
Kiki.
Oh, humble
Kiki. Okay. No,
Wasn't
sorry.
it corporate Kiki?
Was it corporate?
It's a new Kiki every
but this
day.
is like
Okay,
the
I'm gonna
Japanese-
do Big Kiki for today.
The Japanese thing also. Yeah,
Big Kiki, not the little one.
Yeah, that's.
And then on the right of her, we have the dog, the man, the main man.
Yeah, bro, todo de volta, you know what it is. Tava em Moz, bro, fazendo uma cenas, but I'm back, you know how it is. Got the guasha too. I'm putting you guys on. Don't be ugly. Take care of yourselves, you know what I mean?
What does it do?
Yeah. Huh?
What does it do?
For your lymphatic
Drainage. Yes, but you
On
using
your
it
face,
wrong.
yeah.
Please, can you speak proper English, my brother?
For your lymphatic
Oh.
drainage.
There's no synonym for lymphatic, is it?
Shut up, ma. Yeah. But yeah, shout out. Hi. Yep.
And today we have a special guest in the building.
Let's go.
The tables have turned.
Yeah,
I'm on the other side of the table.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it. Thanks,
Okay.
guys.
Because
Shout
you
out.
are used to doing this, né?
Yes, the
Eva,
part.
I'd like for you to introduce yourself to our guests.
My name is Lava Like Lava. I am the only Middle Eastern pop star in Africa.
The whole of Africa.
Shakira of South Africa.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey, yes.
Yes, thank you.
Big
No one
football
gets that
energy.
reference?
Everybody gets that.
No, everyone was so quiet.
Maybe we didn't care.
Don't lie.
That is considered low hanging fruit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
like a flame, bro.
Ava like lava to make sure we know how to say it, né?
The pronunciation.
That's how it started because like my first artist name was just my name Ava and like
People were
everyone
saying
just calls
Ava.
me Ava. Like I have a lot of instances like where I will tell people what my name is and they'll be like I like Ava better.
Oh, wow.
That's
So you said,
crazy.
fuck that, bro.
Ava like Leva is definitely the craziest one.
Yo,
I've
like
been
Leva.
told.
Nobody
That's how
Nobody
bad they
says
want to say Ava.
Nobody
Guys, it's
says
real
that.
though. Like the
But
struggle's
wait, in
real.
America, don't they say like lava? Lava?
Yeah,
Lava.
they do. But I think
Lava.
it's just
Isn't
like
it
Then you're
the
Ava,
spelling
like
of my
lava.
name throws people off because they read like the AVA first.
Oh, then they just do
Right?
the rest of it wrong.
So yeah, so it's like Ava like lava, Ava like lava. And then,
You're not trying at that point.
My name's foreign, but it borrows
Yeah.
English letters, and that's where
Where's your
fuck
name
is.
from?
My name is from where I'm from,
Where are
which
you
is
from?
Iran, in the Middle East.
Shout out my
Shout
Iran.
out,
Shout out
beep
my
beep beep.
Yeah, bip, 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 bip.
Wait, what?
Bodo
Yo,
Berim.
No,
Yeah.
they got
I was
it
the
in there.
phone. It's not short
Avas,
for-
no, it's not short for anything. It means voice.
Oh,
Why?
yeah, that's what I say, guys. Like some parents set their children up like to be.
Oh yeah, you got a name.
the thing. Like now you say Ava.
Big Kiki.
Big Kiki. Like they're asking for it. You know.
Why voice? Why did they specifically choose voice?
My
Then we
mom
have to interview the
actually,
parents.
like, my mom knew she wanted to call like her one child Ava. She didn't know she was gonna have a daughter, but she knew she had my.
So even if it was gonna be a son,
Like she didn't have a plan. She didn't have a plan. She didn't have a plan. Avo. No, definitely did not have a plan. But I think like she prophesized this. you
Nah?
know?
that's what I
She manifested having a daughter just so the name could be given.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a roll of the dice. Well done to her, man.
Yeah.
Shout out, mom.
Yeah.
Nice
You get one or the
mama.
other.
Is
for
your
real.
mom from the middle? From and then she moved, yeah. Or-
But you also
Are you
lived in
ready
few
for the
places,
story?
Yeah.
yeah, I am ready
Yes,
for
we
it,
love
please.
stories.
Okay.
Let's
So-
Give us the
So
breakdown.
I'm fully from. It's the only passport I have.
Oh,
I moved to South Africa when I was 18.
okay.
Oh.
I what?
Legally.
Legally, yes.
Shout out, PG.
Shout out,
Gotta make sure.
Yo, fuck
Yes.
Victor, you know.
Like, was I a minor? And I'm like, no, I was legal. But yes, also legally, I flew into an international airport.
On a big silver bird.
Yeah.
So, do you guys know 9gag?
No.
Yes.
It's the meme account.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that website. So I met a boy on 9gag in 2014.
What? Okay.
And then we dated long distance for 2 years. He flew out to China. I grew up in China.
Oh, so you speak
Oh.
in Mandarin.
Yeah. So I grew up in China. Like my parents just wanted me to grow up outside of Europe. And have more opportunities. I think they always knew that I also wanted to be creative.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just wanted me to like be whatever I can be and to have all the options and not have a door be closed on me just because I live in a country that, you know, you can't really as a woman flourish as a singer when no one's allowed to like sing. How fucked up is that? No one's
Right.
allowed to sing.
Well, that's
So-
That's fucked up.
Wait, they're
bro.
not allowed to like legally.
no, legally.
Like you
I remember they had. I
like
remember-
As a law.
underground. Like
If
all
I'm
the
not
artists are
mistaken-
underground.
If
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken, that's the reason why was it MIA who made that music
The
video
Paper
with the cars that are
Bad girls.
I love
Yeah.
paper
Bad
planes.
Girls. She did the Bad
Bad
Girls
Girls.
music video, right? And that was the reason why she did it.
like a
That would make
revolt kind of
sense.
thing.
Like she comes from like I think she has like Pakistani heritage,
Yeah.
but grew up in England. But I think like
I
if
didn't
you're
know
Southeast
that.
Asian in England, like you are still very well
You're still a
connected to your
minor-
culture. Yeah, and like you
100%.
see like how like you don't forget about home. Even
Yeah.
even if home for her is like the UK,
100%.
like you know how it is for like people like you.
Mm.
And so yeah.
So I wanted that underground part that you were saying about like, and so how do you even get on the underground radar? Like, you know, to like then, like how do you?
So you know, like life doesn't stop, right? Like
Yeah.
people party, people
Yeah.
drink.
Yeah.
But they
Straight.
just have to like do it in house parties because there's no clubs.
Think
So,
about
like,
lockdown.
People have their own interconnected network.
Got
Like they
it, got
release
it.
music, but they can't have a show.
Okay.
They can't
okay.
perform.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
can't do those things
Yeah.
because like legally you're not allowed to.
Straight.
So how does the entertainment like work, or like it's every, like how does it? So there's no like
So most of the entertainment's underground.
underground.
Right?
Oh
And
shit.
that's why like we have killer hip hop. Farsi rap is
Crazy.
amazing, guys. I'll put you on. It's
Yeah.
so cool. Also, like I feel like the hardest hip hop and rap comes from like places with real struggle.
Straight.
Right.
Very
So,
true.
Like the more you oppress people, the more you don't let them speak their mind,
Yeah.
the higher quality the bars
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like
Yeah.
it's really
Hip hop is a good
cool.
outlet for that.
Exactly, exactly. And like we have some real hard hitters, women and men, groups. Like the music scene is like super lively, but most of like artists operate outside of people like me who are in the diaspora making music, specifically them for the country,
yeah.
and they do shows in Turkey or Dubai where people fly to watch them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, guys.
That's crazy.
It's
So can
crazy.
I ask something? Have you ever heard of maybe someone there like getting in trouble, like in actual like legal
Oh, yeah.
trouble?
That's a
Yeah,
good question.
it happens.
What
really,
happens?
Really
you, go,
often.
you go to jail.
You go to prison, and like there's a really
For bars.
infamous like
Bro.
4 bars.
Something that I do every.
The more it resonates
Prison
with
for bars.
people,
Yeah.
the more it resonates with people, like the more it catches everyone's
That makes
attention.
sense.
And
Is
like
it more like of the political type of
absolutely political prisons and women protest by singing.
Oh,
People
wow.
protest by singing. There was this guy who actually won a Grammy 2 years ago
Yeah.
during the Woman Life Freedom Movement, which was a movement that started when this young woman was brutalized by the morality police. This is like, we can go into
The
so many
morality-
tangents.
Wait,
There's
yeah.
a morality
Yeah,
police.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's the name of the.
Yeah.
It's a specific
department.
kind of police. yeah.
department.
That,
gosh.
Is that
that
only
police
in
you
Iran
if
or in
you're
a couple of countries?
I can only speak for Iran. I don't know
Straight,
about like
yeah,
other
straight,
countries
straight.
that well, but we have like a very unique like situation.
Yeah. Okay. So the
'Cause,
morality
like,
team.
They arrested her for like not wearing her scarf properly enough.
Damn.
Properly enough. So she was wearing
and
one.
she was beat up by like the police, which is also not just men, like it's men and women, right?
What?
Yeah, but like this is like very complicated. I'm
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
like make it make sense.
Yeah.
Simple as possible. yeah.
And then when she was beat up, like she was put in a coma by like how bad they beat her up. And she died in the hospital,
my God.
which started the Woman Life Freedom protest.
Straight.
And like hundreds of thousands of young men and women together like protested for a year and a half.
When was this?
This was like over the past 3 years.
Damn,
Yeah.
it's like recent.
For a
And it
year
became a really
half.
global movement.
Yeah.
Then
Then
just
the guy
like
won the Grammy.
he made a song called Baroye, which in Farsi means for, like dedicated to.
Okay.
And like his song was so beautiful and emotional. And it was just very simple. It's like for the little kid who picks up trash, like that's his job. For the little dogs that you're not allowed to walk. For the girls who aren't allowed to sing. Like that was kind of like the tone of the song.
Hold on now.
And
You're allowed dogs, but you can't walk them, or you're not allowed dogs.
yeah, it's again underground. Like you're allowed dogs, but like not really because they're considered like
What?
haram, like not haram najis
Yeah, they-
specifically.
they're
Like they're
dirty
considered.
creatures.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
But that doesn't mean that reflects
they eat their
people's
own food.
opinion.
Yeah, it's just the
Yeah.
the
Just
rules.
Like
because they eat their own feces or something like that.
What?
Yeah, so like in,
They do.
I think it's just like.
That's
Islam
why they
doesn't view
considered-
cats and dogs the same. Like cats are like more kosher, and like dogs are considered like more dirty.
Wait, I
no.
wanna fact check.
We're talking about the Marvel universe. Here.
editorial
Yeah,
real quick,
exactly.
Yeah,
editorial. What you speak Mandarin, right?
yeah.
What is
I do.
sun in Mandarin?
Sun? Like
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
太阳.
Oh wait, that
That was what he said, right?
Sounds
That's
like
what he said.
Don't
When
you
did he
remember?
say that?
So there's another episode where you spoke, and we were like, "What's
You're like,
son?"
you're lying.
You did say that.
I said something similar
You
to
said
that.
That's hilarious.
You remembered like
No, I had to make sure because I
Like,
didn't
finally
believe
we have
it.
someone that speaks magic.
What's orange?
No, guys.
Come
You
on.
have to interview. Why are you interviewing me,
想
guys?
讲
Let's-
讲
let's-
中文吗？
Oh, do you know
我
it?
们讲中文吧。
Isn't that kind of racist? No, guys. No, but he was being
No, he
racist.
speaks it too. He speaks
No, I was calling her a foreigner.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, why do you just know those words? Like,
I
that's
don't
actually
know
so
why.
random.
Because that's what they said to him
The
when he was
sun?
there, yo.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
That's
The
actually
sun?
quite deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Now,
sure.
So I was telling you guys, right?
Yeah.
I met a boy
Yes, on the
Yes.
on
9 gag.
9gag.
Yes.
And then I'm
Wait, what do you mean you
here.
met him? On there, like, with a web?
chat room,
Like,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so they briefly rolled out this chatting app called 9chat.
Okay.
And we were both like using this beta app. Like, what are the odds of that? You know?
both of
I
you,
was
yeah.
16 and he had just turned 19. And we were both like briefly using this app. And he sent me a DM asking if I'm like a fat dude sitting behind a computer.
Oh wow.
That's an understandable
That's a
question. That's a very
legitimate
understandable.
question.
And I was like,
That's
no,
the first
an
question.
understandable question. here.
Did you
Yeah.
understand the question? Why you asked that though?
Yeah.
Totally.
okay. Yeah.
And like people always just thought like that relationship was fake because like we were both speaking to a person that no one like had met, right?
Yeah,
But we were video calling like straight for like 10 months.
Okay, so you did see his face. You guys both saw
Yeah,
each other's face.
exactly. Like he came and stayed with my family, a Middle
Wow.
Eastern
What?
family in China. Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, like it's our 11th anniversary this year.
Wow.
Damn.
Wait,
Oh my
Shout out to 9gag.
Shout out to
Gang! That's
Yeah.
the reason
that,
I'm
okay.
here in South Africa. I have no other reason to be in
that's
South
okay.
Africa.
So what, he stays here?
He's South African, yeah, from Joburg.
Oh my
Like,
god.
I don't have a single relative on this continent. Like, so this was the
Wow.
wildest
Yeah,
move
bro.
ever.
So what was the conversation with your mom like?
So, like, obviously, my parents like got to know him really well.
Yeah.
Like throughout the 2 years that we were like
Yeah.
dating, we visited South Africa together. We came like on a
Oh,
family
so they
trip
already
here.
knew South Africa.
No, like they knew about it.
Mm.
Mandela,
Yeah.
like
As
the
it
part
goes.
that
You
everyone
visited
knows.
South Africa
Yeah,
alone first.
we visited as a family.
As a
They were
family.
not gonna let me travel
Okay.
here on my own. And yeah, we made a nice family trip of it specifically because I was like, I want to go. I want to go so bad. And when it came time for me to go to university, I really wanted to come here and go to an English-speaking university
Yeah.
because I had spent all of my childhood in China and I felt like I had just done it, you know, like
Yeah, that's that
I'd
part.
I'd been
You
there
know
for
China,
12
yeah.
years,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I had completed
Yeah.
completed it, mate. So I just wanted to be somewhere else and I wanted to be like in an English-speaking country specifically. And with an Iranian passport, there's also not a lot of countries that you know I could dream to go. Like I
Yeah.
couldn't like dream about going to university in the US or
Yeah.
they're not
Shout
with
out
it.
9gag.
no, it's just like difficult to get
Yeah, yeah,
visas,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
and
for
also
sure.
so expensive.
Yeah,
like
super
costs
expensive, yeah.
cost an arm and a leg for
Yeah.
you to like then
tuition is
have
crazy.
like a student loan debt
Yeah,
for like the
yeah,
next
yeah,
3
yeah,
decades.
yeah,
It's not worth it. Like
Yeah.
just to study the
Yeah.
humanities. Are
Yeah.
you joking?
What was
Yeah.
the biggest culture shock like going from China to here?
Yes.
Infant.
I feel like the culture
Your
shock
first
for me
stolen phone.
was so that actually happened. My first stolen phone happened last year when the Springboks won the World Cup.
Oh, worst time, yeah.
Not during the game, right? We went to OR Tambo to cheer.
Also,
Yeah.
after the whole
Yeah,
thing.
after the whole
Wow.
thing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
And-
if there's any place that says "Welcome to South Africa," get your phone stolen.
Raise your
I-
hand,
Airport.
guys.
Tambo.
Raise your hand if your phone has been stolen.
Yo.
Kyla, yeah.
We're almost at 100%, guys. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That is a decent amount of people. But
Okay,
like you
yeah.
know, I had like lived here for a whole 7 years without it
That
happening.
you actually saw
Wow.
that.
And it
That's
happens when I'm going
lucky.
to celebrate South
I think,
Africa.
I think
Wait, so how does it
at
happen?
that time you were finally South African. Like,
Yeah, yeah, I
every time you were visiting, you were just for a while. It took a while for you to.
It was the orientation
And then
time.
like your phone was taking like,
You said,
you know
yeah.
what, I'm
I
here.
thought-
bringing out Springbok
dancing and you had your
I felt
disappointment.
How does it happen though? How did
Yeah,
was it
well done.
Bro, so
Pickpocket.
I had it was a pickpocket.
Yeah.
I was switching between my film camera that I was using to take photos
yeah.
and my phone. I put my phone in my pocket.
It's
Gone.
Back pocket.
Back pocket.
No, my coat pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
Inside your
actually
coat.
the easiest.
No,
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 no.
on the
on the outside.
Yeah.
Okay, so this
Yeah.
person's watching
Yeah.
you do this the whole time.
Dude,
They're like,
the craziest thing is I have a photo of this fucker on my phone camera. Like legit. Like I have to show you guys. We'll add it in the video.
what? Yeah,
the
yeah,
photo
yeah.
of this
like,
criminal.
what?
What?
So you know what happened was
We'll
what
never
happened
tell you
was
as well.
what happened.
Please send us this picture.
You never get to see the nigga's
I gave
face.
it to like because you know with film
like
you have
such
to
a
wait for it to
mystery.
develop
Yeah, yeah,
as well.
yeah.
I even took it back to Oratambo and I gave the photo.
I said, do you
to
guys
police.
know
I was
this
like,
man?
guys, if you see this guy,
This is the guy.
That's fucking
Yeah, so this
funny.
is going to be a picture of the alleged person.
Yeah.
alleged, yes,
It's
alleged.
him.
No, it's
him.
allegedly
But if you
him,
look at his
nigga.
facial expression,
It's definitely
also-
him. Because he's guilty of whatever he did.
Everyone else is like,
He's
He's locked in. Oh my god.
so locked in. I was taking photos of the surrounds, right? And like I took a photo of someone on my left.
Celebrate.
Because there was someone holding a South African flag, and then there's this guy in a beanie
I'm so dead.
like this.
Locked in. He's locked in.
And I'm like that.
You have a cap on. You didn't have a cap on. You didn't have a cap on or nothing.
He had a beanie on or something.
Okay,
Yeah.
last question. This is how we know it's him for sure. Was his shirt Uzi? Did it say Uzi?
Yeah.
For damn sure it's that nigga, bro.
Yeah, now it's not a legend anymore.
No,
Like,
yeah.
he's
Or
the
it's a
guy.
court.
Or if the beanie's
There
not
goes
fully
my
on.
there goes my Uzi brand deal, bro.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no.
Actually, you know what? Uzi, you know who
I'm
to
not
sponsor these
affiliated.
days.
I'm not affiliated.
No, but actually,
with
Uzi,
them.
please respond in these comments and tell us why.
Why did they
choose
choose
you.
you?
Why are you saying
It's
this? I
Uzi
don't
and
know the
Diesel.
stereotype.
I think it's because thugs, their grandmas have like Markham's like
Yeah.
Oh, yes, the TFG.
vouchers and stuff, so they get that shit for free and like
I
get
never
scared
thought about it
shit
like that.
So like yeah, so then they all rock Uzi.
Yeah, that
I'm
black
learning so
Uzi
much.
with the
Yeah.
white writing. Yeah.
I mean, you
We're
learned
still
enough
saying
that
the
day.
first
Culture
biggest culture
shock.
shock. that you
Yeah.
learned.
I feel like the biggest culture shock for me was actually moving to China and not moving to South Africa. Because
Okay.
when I moved to South Africa, I thought like I felt so at home. I was like, this is actually what like all those American shows I grew up watching, like the diversity.
Yeah.
I'm like, this.
Yeah.
Look at that, that guy's brown.
I've always.
By the time you grow up, you realize like American shows weren't actually depicting reality in the US.
Yes.
Like these diverse groups were like they selected those people to be in a group together. It's not just like anywhere you go is like that. And
Yeah,
Joburg
100%.
specifically,
It's like that.
Joburg specifically in
We
South
are
Africa
like
is
that.
like that.
Yes,
Like it's a
100%.
melting pot. Like
Yeah.
you walk into a restaurant and you just see so many different cultures
Yeah, even
at the same table.
some party places even.
Totally.
You know, I think, guys, we actually
Totally.
take advantage like of how good South Africa is, or like we underestimate. Because I've started like every time I hear about foreigners' experiences here, they all want to move here because one, we actually are really friendly.
But it takes about
So
6
funny.
years for your phone to get stolen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, you know,
Like if you're willing to get
that's a
inducted
fair
that way, it's
trade.
all good
That's a
fair
fair,
trade.
I was
Like,
gonna
we are
upgrade
really
anyway,
friendly.
bitch.
yeah, fine. Okay, then, yeah, you just couldn't ask for it. Like, so, you know, we're really friendly. We have diversity. We can literally make
The
something out of
drinking.
nothing.
Drinking.
We have alcohol. I
Markaplan.
can
Yeah.
drink every single day, and
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
find
I drink
something,
every day.
a reason to drink.
Good
every single
weather.
day.
Good
Yeah.
weather.
Good weather,
Great
yes.
food.
Yes.
Amazing
Yes.
ingredients.
Yes. Yes.
There was-
Yeah.
there was a-
Because
there
of
was,
that melting
um,
pot as well.
It's so true, but like the ingredients, like you can't front
Yes.
this. Like if you travel to other places, you just see like how mid the food is,
Mm.
and it comes from the ingredients.
Have you
too.
been to Durban?
Mhm.
So you've seen like the diaspora in Durban, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Indian
Guys,
folks
I'm sorry,
in
I don't mean
Durban.
to stop you, but small mind diaspora, Joe.
Like how many people who from different places are in another space, right?
Danko.
So it's like a spread of
Oh,
of people,
okay,
right?
okay, thank you.
So
okay,
like
okay.
so Indian, you know, dated
Yeah,
labor and
yeah.
all that stuff. I don't want to go into the history,
Sure, okay,
but
cool.
there is a large populace of
Yes,
Indian
in
folk
Durban,
that
yes,
side.
yeah.
The cuisine shows as much. Like we were saying, like their quota is a bunny chow.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and like I even remember having time in Durban. Like there's like whole malls you could go into, and it just smells like spice because like
Yeah.
everybody's like
For real,
selling
though.
spice and stuff. and you're already hungry, like even before somebody's cooking.
Yeah, you gonna eat some.
Did you know, like, the biggest population of Indian people outside of India
It's in
Is in South
Durban.
Africa.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's essay than London.
And you know what?
That
Like I
fact
had
surprises
I had a
people.
friend from America that had come to South Africa for the first time. What are you saying?
I don't know.
Besides
They'd
him,
come-
because you
yeah.
know,
No, not me.
No, this guy's been around there.
Yeah.
He's part of
and he
furniture
was
now.
saying like, you know what?
He's a stain on the furniture.
You know what he was saying? He's like, the food here is like so good. You don't even
my
like
bad. I
get
figured
fat.
that.
Like you don't even get like itis or anything. Like you can just eat and you still feel
Oh, like it's real
good
food.
after.
Yeah.
I think that's one
yeah.
good thing also about it.
I don't
Yeah,
know what y'all
totally.
eating,
Like, it's
Joe. I
real.
get itis.
That pub gives me itis so
KFC,
hard.
What are you
KFC
eating?
and
I'm
all
eating
that.
mukhoru. Mukhoru too, that makes you tired.
Yeah.
Anytime you be eating anything
But
like a
organs
kota.
are just
Yeah,
heavy.
Yeah. That's what, I don't
But
know.
like beef,
That's what I
It's so
mean.
nutritious that it's heavy.
Exactly, and I
It's
sleep.
not because like it's injected with hormones.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Oh.
So
But
he was
we,
saying like
we
he
can
literally
literally
is
get
losing
into a
weight.
whole bar fight after a braai. So like I get what you're saying.
To eat?
So you want to pass out? Yeah, to have like self-discipline.
People be
Tell
doing
that to Ducky's
yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
Happy.
Now I'm nice. Now I
Yo,
am nice.
there's a whole
hear
culture
that,
you need to
though.
say that too, bro.
Yeah, I know. People will be mad if they heard that, Joe. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we literally undo belts. Like
Exactly.
So
You know,
like,
I'm
yo,
saying it now.
Happy. So you don't make anything.
Now imagine us, like we actually get clothes tailored to our waist. So like, I also like eating like that.
Yeah.
And I have to zip from the side. Like I have to make
too
them
much
fat.
effort here.
I need to come with a backup pair of like sweats or something.
So
I think maybe that's how in our cultures we're not used to eating like entree. And then
Yeah, it's just the thing.
It's just the
Give
thing.
me the thing.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
is-
Yeah,
There's
but
no
on,
room for
like the
desserts.
plate has
me the meat
everything.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Exactly.
it's
Ain't
a
got time for that.
buffet.
Exactly.
It's a buffet.
One plate has 7 colors, guys.
Yeah, you don't need
Yes.
much.
Seven
after that.
different-
Yeah, you
what-
might-
what
Such a
place-
good
No, that's
dish.
I've heard that a lot, ne? But
Eh?
like, at least from the places I've grown up
Oh,
in, ne?
shit.
It's
This guy's gonna say it's about 5, 6.5 at most.
no man. Like most people grow up eating. I got you. Shout out. 5 points for all of y'all.
So we ate one color, man. Like shit, man.
So like it's mostly pap, murojo, sausage.
We've got green, white, and brown already. Okay, continue.
Wait, what is
No, but
what
the
is
point that I'm
Morocco
trying to
again?
make is like it's always that's like it's never I've never seen
Oh,
7
okay.
colors except for like the nice places.
No,
So what
if
colours
it-
did you have?
If it's a big enough celebration, it's always.
I think it's
bro.
What
it's
about
kale.
after? What about after?
Kale.
Murojos.
No, I was the one who was asking. She told me, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Spinach?
like African
Yeah.
spinach. I know it
yeah.
now. I
Yeah,
think we just call it something different.
No,
Yeah.
it's kale is in the family of spinach.
I don't know
but-
Yeah, I
about
think they're
kale,
the
so I'm
same.
not trying to
Yeah.
speak
No, that
on
word
kale.
sounds too
Yeah.
too
White.
bougie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said Morojo.
I want to pop in kale. That
I don't know if
that
it's the
doesn't
same.
sound
I don't know
right.
gonna
Yeah.
speak
That's
on
how
that.
like it was too white for like my cuisine.
Yeah.
I got exposed to it at a later age. Like there was a time where I didn't know what avocado was. Like
Okay, no.
No, like
what's
I
going
grew
on?
up in
that would've
China.
done a
Like
lot
we
of
didn't
help
have
for
it in
you growing
China.
up.
You don't have avocados?
Avocado.
What did you eat there? What did you eat? Like, what was your
I was
weekly-
eating Iranian food. Like even at
Okay.
school, I was the kid that was picked on because I was bringing like all these weird
Why do
smells
you smell
to
like
school.
that?
But to them,
Yeah, she
though.
goes again.
To them.
It's bad. You guys have got a
Yeah.
fucking
Like, but it was
sardine
also
sandwich.
fascination, right? Because
Yeah.
like everyone else is eating from the cafeteria,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then you have like the one,
different.
So wait,
Yeah,
are you
one
with the spending
Tupperware that
lunchbox.
yeah, when the Tupperware opens.
are you at an international school or a straight
No,
up
no,
Chinese
I went
school?
to a public Chinese
Oh
school.
shit!
Yeah, you never
That's
stood
why
a
you're
child.
saying
Yeah,
because
that's
I
how
would
I
have met
was picked
other
on.
international kids.
Okay,
that-
so
Never stood a
you
child.
get there,
Wow.
and it's like, how quickly did you learn the language?
So
Yeah,
that's
good
why, like, to
question.
answer your original culture shock
Yeah,
question,
yeah.
I was 7 years old. I like barely spoke my mother language,
Oh.
right? Like, I
Crazy.
spoke Farsi, didn't speak a word of English, and I'm thrown into like this
Yeah, this
public
deep end,
Chinese
yeah.
school.
Yeah.
My parents like put me in first grade again because I was at the time in the second grade, just so
Yeah.
I could like catch
Catch
up,
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
right, with Chinese kids.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
And
And Chinese kids
on
are
the
really
first
smart.
day of school, we go on a field trip, and I'm like, "What's going on? Like,
shit.
where are they taking me?
And you
I
look
can't
different
communicate.
Also from everybody.
I have no
you're
means
alone.
of
And
And kids are
communicating with
mean,
them.
Joe.
Yeah,
Kids are mean, bro.
I had no. Also, the teachers were mean to me.
Oh.
That's
They like
that's
made
bad.
me stay behind and like clean the classroom.
No way.
By yourself?
Yeah,
what?
but like at the time I didn't know that like all the
That's what-
kids clean
yeah.
up the classroom. But like,
okay.
why are you picking on the new kid
Yeah, the
who's
new
starting to
kid.
start this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I had some like cruel teachers, but like who doesn't? Like everyone
Yeah.
has
That's kind of sad,
like
though.
one mean teacher at some point, right?
Specific.
But my English teacher was so nice to me.
Oh,
It's always the English
And-
teachers.
Right?
Is
And
it?
Yeah, I love my
maybe
English
like
teacher.
primary school level,
I
you know,
had a
English.
different English teacher to you niggas, but it's okay. Continue.
No, mine.
Mine
I
opened
tried
like
English.
mine opened my perspective
okay.
a lot more, and also like English became like the funnest subject to me. So I used to just like zone out and read my English textbook throughout the day and watch a lot of movies and listen to music, and that's how,
That's how you
my
get it the-
English.
yeah.
Sounds
Because
sort
you're not
of
even
states
speaking
like-
English there. Oh shit.
So like English is actually my third language, not like
So
Mandarin
it's-
being
it's
my
Mandarin
second,
and then
and Farsi being my
Shout
my
out.
mother tongue. Yeah. So it was
Did-
crazy.
was it
was-
affecting you because you were so tuned to the English class? Was it affecting your Mandarin? Like when were you okay? I'm comfortable now in society.
It's crazy because I was so young that I don't remember at what point it just like
You grasped
became
it.
second
Okay,
nature,
yeah.
right? But because like that's actually one of the main things that my dad really wanted from a very young age was like if we throw her in this environment, sooner or later
gonna have
she's
to.
gonna come out
Yeah.
speaking
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Wait, so now your family, your parents,
Smart
were they
homie, bro.
speaking?
No, my dad like refused to learn Mandarin.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
Put it on you.
He was doing his work and he got by speaking English.
Yeah.
My mom like took a course at a university.
Okay.
Oh,
so
so
like
at least.
we were the two who were holding like
Yeah,
it down.
holding it
My
down.
dad
So you
like
can do
confidently
script and
throwing
everything.
3 expressions around. Hoy, hoy, lie.
The same three things all the
The
time.
same 3 things with confidence. Like
Like God, so did you also like learn how
writing
to script and
was
stuff?
so hard. Like writing is just very difficult. But like after 6 months in school, I just started
Wow.
speaking it one
Okay.
day.
What?
Like it
Here's
was
my
just like
question now.
kids are
You
actually-
probably got bullied into it.
Doesn't Mandarin have like 10,000 characters?
it has so many.
So now-
right in that ballpark.
How do you learn all 10,000
So
characters?
like 10,000
lines
would
mean
be like
different
where
things,
like a
isn't it?
PhD like level
Oh.
person would
okay.
know that many characters. But like to get by and understand the language, you need at least like 3,000. The thing that makes like Mandarin so difficult is that there is no alphabet. Like that's
Yeah.
why you have characters, right?
What?
So
I didn't know that.
characters individually, like if you put them together, they
They
create
make
different
something,
words
but
and
there's
like
no individual.
and
But-
sentences.
So I saw some things in Japanese. I don't know if Chinese is
What?
sort of the same, right?
Chinese people are so
But like, isn't it like you sort of they're drawing pictures a lot of the time. So like when you're looking at the character, you sort of can make out from the character
really?
what it's supposed to mean.
I think like if you look at like the background and the etymology of the language, that's where it came from. Like if like the more primitive basis of how like the characters came together, it's like yes, water.
That does
So
kinda
like
look like
this.
a slang.
But
Like
when you look
traditional
at a
Chinese or
gazillion of them
something.
in a row, you're
You
not
won't
going
be
to be
able to
like
point
picturing.
Chinese.
Yeah.
Did you learn from like? Did you learn from like the repetition of like just like I don't know when you had tests, exams? Like how are you doing the work?
I was failing.
Oh,
that's okay.
shit.
understand.
I was
some.
failing
For like how
That-
long?
It makes
for a
sense.
very,
Very
long
long
time.
time.
6 months is when you
No,
Yeah.
she said she was speaking.
Yeah, so
Yeah, but
speaking,
writing
like,
is
speaking
another
is
thing.
always
Yeah,
the
so
easiest
it's
part
the
of a language
easiest,
to
yeah.
do, and it's still like the place that I'm the most dominant. So
Yeah.
when I speak Mandarin, more often than not, like Chinese people, if they don't see me, wouldn't be able to tell that I'm not Chinese.
Oh, you got that. You got the accent. All right, tell us you
I
on a pod
inherited
and it's a
it.
blast. Like I just want to hear like.
我
yo,
们现在
You on a
在
pod is a
that
blast.
loud，我们在 that loud 一起讲中文，他们很棒。我们在约翰内斯
Yo,
that was
Shut up. No, that was literally
shit,
fuck.
bro.
What?
Yeah.
So, but like writing and like reading is like second best, easier than writing. Writing, like, it's a mess. We type, spelling out the sounds of like the letters. So like, I can show you now. If I want to say water and water is shui, I'm gonna go onto the
Oh, feng
Chinese.
shui, feng shui.
Shui.
Yeah,
I
feng
spell it
shui,
out
feng
with
shui.
English letters, and then I pick the character. Because there's many shuis. So then I pick like the right shui.
shui.
Because there's many shuis, yeah?
There's many shuis,
Many
guys.
shuis.
There's many shuis.
It's actually dope. Sounds like a
It's
Yeah.
very
Album cover,
like
many
you see
shways.
how that's a culture
Many
shock. Like when I came to South Africa, I was like,
oh, thank you.
Thank
Thank
yeah.
you, Simpler.
Wait, so I
yeah,
saw.
I
All right,
like English.
I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can ask.
Yeah, so we saw you also like speaking Zulu and a little bit of, you know. So is it now easier for you to learn that? Like, have you
Other
picked it up? Have you
languages
picked up the
because of
language?
Chinese?
so. I think so. I think like because I was exposed to languages at a really young age, I'm just more interested and more willing to make mistakes, right?
Straight.
So with my friend who taught me how to introduce myself in isiZulu and Sesotho, that was just like me following her and me being able to like hear the sounds better. But also I actually did 2 years of isiZulu at uni.
Oh, really?
So you can
Where'd you
like
go?
speak.
So you actually are polyglot.
Like,
And
little,
I am
basically.
a polyglot.
Yeah.
But
Who's
I don't
speaking?
even want to talk about my lecturer for isiZulu.
Oh.
This guy was unserious about like,
That sounds like a Zulu
No,
lecture,
no,
right? That sounds like a Zulu
perfectly.
lecture.
Let me tell you
that is
why
what
he-
your
Hey,
lecturers told me.
hey.
Sorry,
I hope he's no longer at Wits
I didn't
because
think
You went to this also, yeah, also did I adverts with Zulu also.
you might know this guy because like my friend
I
was
need to know
doing
now.
isiZulu at UJ and like they had a textbook. We had nothing. Like he decided. He decided. Like he would come to class and write things on the board. The first thing that he decided to do
This guy's a
was
legend,
separate everyone who spoke any African language
with the-
from all the kids who were like the one Korean kid, me, like the
Yeah.
white kids. He separated us. We see them like the day
Doing
we're writing
stuff,
the
yeah.
exam. Same exam. Same
Whoa.
Wait,
exam.
what was his name? Like, we'll
I don't
keep it up,
remember
we'll
his
keep
Yeah,
it
well,
up.
actually, I just want to know. Yeah.
It was a long time ago. A lot of J's have been smoked between then and
No,
now.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't want to
fair.
smoke with the Zulus. Hey, let's move to music.
Wise.
So yeah,
Okay,
What?
music
It's
now.
been a crazy
Yes.
ride.
Music.
What about it?
Okay.
Ask
Sí,
me a
sí,
question.
sí.
Fall in love.
Manuel
with.
Galvan.
I first fell in love with music when I was like 3 years old. I was like drawing Britney Spears as like a stick figure.
You already like
You actually
accustomed
just
to
speaking
like
about Britney.
international.
Yeah, look, some of like the first R&B.
Spears is like-
Free Britney though.
Free Britney,
yeah,
man.
Free Gaza.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
free-
Wait, it's not
Yeah.
free Britney? Isn't she free yet?
She is
No,
free,
she's
but
free,
she's
but in her
mentally-
mind is a bit
She
tough.
was moaning at
I'll
a
play
cake
you
this-
guys a song after this that I'm actually releasing next. And
Issue.
Yes.
Yes.
I say
Okay.
Free Britney and I say Free Gaza
Issue.
in a row.
I love that.
So, like, when you
is
say
way
it like
too
that,
close.
yeah.
That's way too close. Free Britney and Gaza, you're gonna lose some people in between.
So,
people that get it,
so
that
let
get
me
it.
let me tell you the
Cause.
line. Like it,
Yes,
I'm
of course.
actually it's like in the second verse of my song Tokyo Thrift, and I'm like setting the scene.
Tokyo Drift, like Tokyo Drift, period.
Yeah, exactly.
They keeping that low.
Thrift girlies and boys. So
Yeah, we
in the
thrift
second verse, I'm pretending that like not pretending, manifesting that I'm at the Met Gala, but I'm wearing a thrifted outfit. And I'm like free entrees, free Gaza, free Britney. Oh shit, they gonna hate me. Oh shit!
I didn't even know free entrance was part of this.
Hey,
That
they
is- like,
definitely
that
give
is
you
a
free
whirlwind
food.
of
You know
life,
how much
bro.
you pay to go to the Met? Like, there's
Oh, they
definitely
give
free
you free
food.
food at the Met?
You gotta need it. You gotta get some.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that.
So
Yeah.
okay, yeah, you're still saying. So,
So, yeah.
at 3 years old, you were already
Britney
like
Yeah.
Spears,
From
Yeah.
entrees to Gaza
Ricky
to
Martin. Like, do you remember that song "Living La
Living
Vida
La Vida
Loca"?
Loca.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are
Why'd you
core
sing it so
memories.
nice?
Like, those are like the first.
me alone,
Yeah,
bro.
you were very good with this. It was a core memory for you too, Grimm. I
Me
can feel
alone.
it.
Yeah.
Guys,
I was
thank
there,
you.
dog. It was one of those songs.
It was one of those
Thank
songs.
you.
I feel like those are like some of the first songs that I ever remember listening to.
Yeah. Oh, for real?
And like legitimately.
Okay.
Yeah, like Oops, I Did It Again, Living La Vida Loca.
Yes.
These are songs that are like
Part of your core
I remember in high school.
memory. Yeah.
and I
No,
think
you know
like
what they're
that was
laughing at? They're
my
laughing at
love
the
for
fact that I'm
pop.
old, so like I know old songs.
What's old?
I'm not old, right?
How
Thank
old
you.
are you?
I
You can
asked the
carry on.
question.
Don't worry about it. Carry
What's
on.
old?
She's asking you how old you are.
Oh no, I'm not gonna. That's a trap. That's a trap.
Young people wouldn't not say how young they are.
Ah, she got you there. She got
Oh, shit.
Why, bro? Like you might be younger than me. Like
Yeah.
who knows?
Oh,
Maybe you might be younger than me.
that actually is true. I'll tell you off air.
Shit, you at least found it.
No, no, no.
Oh wow. Yeah, wait.
How long
Yeah.
have
So you were
been
saying,
voting
sorry.
for? Like voting?
Please, can we move? You
We're
were
asking
saying?
her about the, yeah.
Big Kiki asked you a question.
No, Kiki's never getting an answer.
No. So the question we actually want to know is, when are you going back to China? And can you bring us back some designer label stuff when you come back?
You mean like the knockoff stuff?
Yeah, come on.
I love a good
Everybody
knockoff.
finally is accepting
my job
knockoff.
in the family was like taking every family member who visits from overseas like to these markets, and I was like bargaining for everyone, and I'm like the negotiator. Exactly.
So when is
my
your
dad had me
guys' summer?
signing leases at 7 years old.
Pulling up.
Yeah. I was the only one who spoke the language, right?
Wait, signing
So,
leases
like,
like what? Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
translating.
heard
I
about
was translating
that.
from such a young age for my whole family, you know?
I've heard about even legal
Like
documents.
adult things. My dad would drag me to the computer center, like
what's this? Read
explain
this.
to them that the CPU is not working and I need that changed. And the motherboard is tweaking over here. And like I'm like, I don't even know
Wait, are
what
they
these
still
words
out there?
are.
They still.
They're no longer in China.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
left first though, or
I left first.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
I did it before it was
Quickly.
cool.
In
But
China,
seriously though,
is-
I started coming to just
Is
before
there a
you say
word
that.
for
I
motherboard?
legitimately came to South Africa before it was cool. Like yeah.
Before what was cool?
before coming here was cool.
In 2016.
I did before you. I'm kind of cooler. But yeah.
Tell us your story.
When I was 3 years
Because
old.
I didn't know like you came from anywhere else.
Yeah,
no, I
when,
came-
when
I
was
came
that?
from-
In
I
18?
came from
Yeah,
Where'd you come
when
from?
was it?
about 2014. 2014. Yeah, just a year before her. It's nothing crazy.
But you went to high school in America,
Wait.
no? So how,
No,
when did
I
you
went
have
to high
time?
school. I went to high school here for soccer.
Mm.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
you did.
at Tux.
Do you have any
know that.
history with
Oh,
South
no,
Africa?
no, I'm not. No.
Yeah, why actually did you come here, by the way?
I mean,
what are you doing
Mozambique
here?
is
Yeah,
history with South
it's-
Africa.
I liked it here.
But what are you
Really?
doing here
Did
right
you move on
now?
your own?
No, I met someone on. Do you know this? No.
This guy.
9 gig.
Do you know that? No, seriously.
talk over him.
Do you guys?
Talk over him. Next question.
No, I'm
Taking a
fucking- Wait, but like he had
was
an
always
actual
believing
good question. He
him.
was asking about the music. I want
No,
to know
but
like your
I've just got a
intro
quick
to
question. It's not really that good.
my
But what is
Fuck.
motherboard in
the- Don't
Chinese?
forget that question.
Yes,
Motherboard is in Chinese. I was just like, Jigga, motherboard. My dad is being annoying. Can you translate? Like, can you help him?
Okay.
Can you look at what he's pointing at? Like, I
I
didn't
just
have the
wonder if
vocab.
technology
Yeah,
words
I was
in
just
China
thinking. I still
are
don't
the
have
same
that
as
It's
Yeah.
probably like motherboard.
Yeah, I wonder if
I don't
that-
think it
if
has
they
anything
say
to
the
do with
same
mother,
thing.
but maybe I'll check.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
technology board,
Technology.
facilitation board,
Let me check.
facilitation circuit.
Grim, what was
is
your
more
question?
Like, yeah, thank you.
we literally went back to
Yeah,
like
like the
where you
music.
started with the
When-
music.
When you were 3 years
fell in
old,
love
you were
with it.
writing about Britney.
Juban.
Juban.
Ban.
Juban.
It means primary board.
True.
Juban.
True.
Feng shui.
Wait,
No,
does-
it's Grimm's
so
question.
it
Oh
also-
my
Juban.
God.
Juban.
Does it
I
also
messed up
have?
the
Is it a
intonation.
phonetic language that
Yeah,
needs like
it-
dips at the
yeah.
right places?
Okay,
Yeah,
So are we
guys.
saying it right?
You guys-
Juban.
True.
I said it wrong the first time.
Choban.
Yeah.
Choban.
He's gonna
Yeah,
use this.
there's
He's gonna
four
use this the next
intonations.
episode.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, yo, bro, you
Bring
take
that
us to a space of a
Juban over
choban.
Like Ava, like Lava said, Juban.
He's really gonna do
Not
it.
to be
No,
confused with
listen, yeah, no, exactly.
Not to be
This is,
Grim, please.
wait, shout out, shout out.
Shout out to editorial. Let Grimm. Let's go.
Grim, please, Grim.
I'm sorry, this is a lot. This is like a lot.
I told
There's so
you.
many
Please,
people.
Were you warned about the podcast?
Grim, please.
Yes,
Zion
for the
band.
music. So you were 3 years old. You were already drawing pictures of Britney
Yeah,
Spears.
but I didn't
Come on.
do anything with music until
Okay.
I moved to South Africa.
Wow.
Like-
Oh, for real?
For real?
Yeah, like I picked up some instruments growing up, but I was never really serious about practicing.
Yeah.
I just didn't feel connected to any of the instruments
Yeah.
that like I was learning. I always wanted to sing. And I did like some covers and stuff that I posted on YouTube, but
Do you regret them?
they're not there anymore. They are not there. I
have
look
a YouTube
so
out
different.
there that
Guys,
has
like, have you ever like seen people who age backwards? Like you're like 13, but you look 40.
I've never managed to do
Yeah,
that.
that
yeah.
Benjamin Buttons.
I was just like,
Nah.
I
Dear
did not
bro.
look like a 13-year-old. I went through a very, very
You look like
awkward
you've
phase.
written your thesis twice and shit.
Yeah,
That's
and I was
crazy.
like, and also I used to dress very matronly. Like I don't
Whoa.
know why.
It was a
Like
trend back.
what's-
No, it was a
Like a
trend back
dress?
then.
Like what's matronly? Like a
it just
dress?
was like, yeah, and it was encouraged
Like
by
floral and
like the
shit.
older
Churn
women.
butter or something? Like you go
It was a trend because
Yeah,
back in
yeah.
like
Just, like looser
I know back in
clothes.
like Gogs' time.
Oh
like,
wow!
no,
Wow.
Thank
no,
God,
wait,
finally.
guys, hear me out. In your time, you guys used to go to the club in like
Oh,
Oh yeah, like big belts.
No.
Wait.
With like
No,
Chino
in
pants,
Grimmville.
big belts,
Dude,
like
I
we
guys
came
went
from
to the
work.
break.
Like we came from work. But I
saw a tweet and someone explained it because someone was roasting that. And
did
someone
it say?
from that time
What
was
did it
like,
say?
yo,
I
the
just wanna
reason
know.
we did that
Yeah.
and it became a trend is because at the door, a lot of people used to get stopped for like little things that were wrong with the attire.
Yeah.
So they're like, let's just pull up one, make sure.
and now we got
they
square
Yeah.
toes.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
bouncers were fashion
and it
police.
became the thing. It wasn't like everyone just decided, yo, this is what's dope.
Yeah,
they were like, we don't want to get
for dress.
fouled.
Yeah. Oh, you guys don't get stuff for dress.
No,
anymore.
I get stuff for like,
Pretty
bro,
shorts,
bro,
shorts
every
and
time I
all.
go out,
Yeah,
they lift up
but
my
back in the
pants.
day,
What?
They're like, hey, show me the shoes you're wearing under
It's
there.
slides and shorts for guys, and for girls, it's a little bit stricter for us.
No,
Sometimes.
it's stricter for us, bro. They be letting y'all in like you're the girls.
No, sometimes they don't.
Yeah,
The
vests
heels
also
can be
sometimes
getting
they
like
do.
heels could
Vests,
be quite
shorts,
important
slippers.
though.
Yeah, so
like
sometimes they bounce us for wearing flats,
heels,
like
that's
even
cool.
heels.
yeah, because like think about it, like you're a sneaker girl, but like now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
now you
have
gotta-
sometimes
yeah,
you
yeah.
but I'm
do.
wearing everything else. The freaking
And it
dress
doesn't
is on.
matter.
I just,
Doesn't matter.
Oh, freak, I'm
Doesn't
also aging myself.
And have you guys ever have you guys ever done that thing where you go wear the shoes from the boot of the guy's car? No. Okay, no one knows what I'm talking about.
No.
There's change of
Like the
clothes.
girl-
Just you.
Yeah, the girls. There's
Just
a guy.
you,
No,
hey? Just you.
no, but there's like a guy
Whose
who
car
has
was
a car
it?
downstairs. So when you get
What?
stopped, the bouncer
They
takes you to his
charges.
car, and then you like grab the shoe that fits you,
You
or
know
like a
this
little
in
jacket
very
that
vivid
fits you, and
detail.
his
Oh my
boot
God.
is packed.
So you've
Where
done
did
that.
you Where did you first experience this?
This is at Montana.
What?
Because you know,
Yes.
like I wear, you know how I wear those platform like slides sometimes, or like
yeah.
some boots that are.
Sure.
So they be lifting up. Sometimes they're like, "Hey man, come on, man,
Yeah.
right?" And if I don't like call the owner or something, I just, you know. So there's a
What?
guy,
Who
and he
has the
literally
shoes in
opens up his
shoe
you have to
boot.
choose your size.
It's full of heels, flats, what
That's
you
a good
name
thing.
it.
You think
It's
it's like lost
crazy.
clothes?
That's
That's
it.
a
Yeah,
good boot.
and you.
We were actually on another subject actually about how you know.
That's
I'm
dress
sure
and
this
stuff.
happens like all the time.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like, this
yeah,
is
yeah.
Oh, but
the
no, actually,
actual
last-
theme.
last
Yeah, this
thing-
is the
This-
yeah.
this
last
is the
thing.
theme.
It's got nothing to do with anything. but like,
It's just like stream
you know
of
what's hilarious is,
consciousness and like.
you know what's hilarious is like those
direction.
people in the hood who dress their kid up like in like a
The
fucking
oversized I'm so glad you mentioned that Iranian people are like exactly the same because like you have 3-year-olds who
Yeah.
look like they have a mortgage.
Those are the niggas. Those are the niggas that took off the cuff. Those are the guys.
that belt
Those are the niggas who took off the cuff. And then when they saw us come to the cuff, they're like, no, nigga.
and checkered shirts, like it's always checkered with a belt.
Where are you going?
Dress shoes. Where are you
One
going?
time is to go to the grocery store. With your family. Come on. And you walk there. You drive, you walk there.
So like there's so little culture shock for me in South Africa because I actually feel a lot more
Same.
reminded of
Almost,
home.
Yeah.
And then like I just constantly discover overlaps between Iranian culture
I
and
love
South
that.
African culture, you know?
100%.
And there's a lot, you know, like even just like how you treat your elders and like you know that respect and like all of that is just like more commonality.
Yeah.
So
I
treating
still.
elders with respect. China doesn't happen.
What?
No,
Oh,
what?
yes, it
no.
does.
China
though.
doesn't
They're
happen.
like, they're strict, right? But it's like different. Like they're not like their politeness is very different. They don't have as many rules about how you speak to an adult. Does that make sense? Like you speak to everyone like in that way, but like we have a tense in Farsi to like we plurify when we speak to an older
Yes, you
person.
can't call them
do the
by
same in
name.
Yeah, you
Afrikaans,
don't.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't call them you.
You, yeah.
You call
It's like
them
honorable
you
member,
guys. Yeah.
honorable father.
In
Yeah.
Afrikaans, actually, you can't say she here in Afrikaans.
It's
So
you.
it's not even he. It's like you have to say,
They.
ek gaan met ma by die winkel toe. So I'm going with ma to the
Yeah,
even
like
though I'm
the
talking
title.
to
You can't
ma.
say
You don't say,
Yeah.
say the
Yeah,
title.
yeah,
Yeah,
Very
yeah, yeah.
indirect, like communication.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing sucks, man. Yeah, no, that thing sucks. I struggle with that thing my whole life, bro. They're like, why are you calling your uncle by his name? Like, why are you saying...
That's
No,
big
that's
dog.
wild,
What do you mean?
though.
That's
Just
big
by
dog.
the
And
name,
then, like
though.
his name is
Big
Tom.
dog.
Yeah, his name's Tom. You know, you can't say Tom. You have to say
Malume
Honorable
Tom.
Tom. Yeah, Malume Tom. Or like, oh, don't call your brother.
Be like this ain't Migos.
Like, you gotta.
You're not
Oh, man.
unconfused.
Yeah, you gotta really. Oh man, like why you look when you can't look him in the eye when he speaks. You gotta look like, oh come on.
But I think
man.
we're not as strict anymore, hey? Or is it just...
Nah, we
I
just
think
don't.
Zulu
give a
niggas
shit.
still
yeah,
that
we
shit.
did
We
that.
don't give,
Man,
like, look,
big dog.
like certain
Yeah.
niggas
Yeah.
looking
I
niggas in
think
the
it's
eye
still
and shit.
straight, Joe. I get myself fucked up if
Even
I
at your
had to
big
call, like-
age.
That's your, bro. You,
No, yeah.
one's
In
gonna
terms
fuck
of
you up,
in terms
bro.
of giving a title.
You're not gonna hit your aunt back.
But you're
Yeah.
hitting
You
you
know
at
what
your
I'm
big
saying?
age.
But the moment I say, "Hey, Abigail," I just have to.
You're not gonna
I
be
must
like
put my
Abigail.
face
Sis
in.
Abby.
Yeah,
I
why would
get
you
that.
even?
That's
just like,
why
what
would
wouldn't
you
do?
go
You wouldn't
to
go
Abigail?
there.
You wouldn't even
Why?
say
You wouldn't go
Abigail.
there.
What?
What's wrong with you? Why would you even say
That's what I'm
Abigail?
trying to say. It's still a thing.
Yeah, it's a respect.
Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta respect someone.
Unspoken rules. Like I don't know
Yeah.
how it'll be with the next generation. Like the
'cause it's so
iPad kids. I don't know about that.
Yo.
You
Yo,
know.
what's up, little nigga? Talking
Yeah,
to the
that's
dad.
what
Yo,
it
what's up, bitch ass nigga? Like,
She called my dad bitch.
what?
He's like, hey,
What?
bitch, guess what? Guess what she is.
But I've
Man.
seen
I
that.
would
I've seen that.
never.
I've seen
What?
that. I've seen, especially
I
the
said I
richer.
would
So,
never.
the first time I
I'm
ever
in
went.
shock.
Check the first time I ever went
We're
to the
all
north.
scared.
Yeah.
This is me coming from Cape Town. First time I ever went to the north, I went to go visit at Michael's house.
Who's Michael?
It was a kid.
It's the
Yeah,
school
why did you
that I
not
went
give
to.
us pretext to Mike? It's like we all know
No, don't
Michael.
worry,
We don't
man.
know
Just
Michael,
tell-
bro.
Okay.
You went to-
know
so
that
you went to
Michael
Michael's
lives
house,
in the
sure.
north.
Okay.
Is he a
Right?
friend? Okay.
Yeah, he was my friend in primary school, and he's like, so what was it? I think he wanted because they were making food at the time, right? And it took too long.
Michael is a black guy.
No, yes, black.
But like
Walks
brew
downstairs.
like a black or
Yeah.
black?
Mom, what the fuck?
Oh.
No.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
that
Bro,
one.
Lock up.
have you
Lock.
ever seen
He's locked.
When you change
as far as
sides and you're
law,
sitting
it
closer to the
That's
parents.
the sort of backflip my mom would immediately
No,
do.
what
bro.
me? It
I am
wouldn't
not
even
his
get out your
friend.
mouth. Like the what the?
get
You're like you're already
Yeah.
too far, bro. So I knew from the what
I'm
the I would
telling
get
you.
a backflip.
I rem-
Backflip, I would get
Fuck you,
murdered.
Mom.
I remember when I was in school, there was a guy, I don't know
When
if I should
was-
say his name. His name was Alex. His surname doesn't matter. But he used to be
You
so
wanted Alex to
gangster.
know that.
Huh?
You wanted Alex to know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, Alex,
out to Alex.
I remember,
Shout
I
out
remember
to
what
Alex.
shit you used to do. Anyway, so that guy used to like, drop the craziest shit on his moms and shit like that. But like, I realized like in his household, like, so his dad used to cheat a lot.
Oh, wait, why would hey, Alex? Hey, man. Hey,
Shut
Alex,
it,
I don't
man.
know.
Sorry, Alex. Your files are coming out today.
Come on, man.
So his dad,
Not too little,
his
Alex.
dad wouldn't be around. They his dad wouldn't be around a lot of times. So like she would often say like, wait till your dad gets home, wait till your dad gets home. And then sometimes a homie
dad
wouldn't
wouldn't
pull
get
up.
home?
So like this guy would just like power
He's like,
into his mom, bro. Like he didn't
That's kind
give
of
a
sad,
fuck,
actually.
bro.
That's actually
No, it was shocking as fuck to me.
It's very hard to be around.
the
dad
when
isn't
things like
coming
My
that
mouth was
happen.
Oh,
wide
yeah,
open.
bro,
That's
guy
when like you
used
get
to do some
like
weird
that
shit, bro.
deep gratitude for like the type of messed up your own household is.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so grateful.
Yeah,
You know?
like
Good
yeah.
family. Like
yeah,
you're
those
like
little
rather the
things.
problems you know. And you're like,
Not you waiting for your dad to come home.
Yeah, it's like whatever. I'm
Shit.
playing video games, bitch.
shame.
Like yeah, it was rough, bro.
Okay, sorry, guys. We need to get back into the music thing. I do also have a
Been
question.
waiting.
Okay,
God.
I do also have a question.
This is like the most like
ADHD.
The thing is, yeah,
I
and
know
I
what you
told
wanted
you.
to say.
No,
the A
like,
word.
if you guys like chop this into like a 10-minute segment on music, people
Yeah.
are gonna be like, "Where's the music?"
No, you know what our tagline is, right? The only music show where we speak about everything except the music.
I feel totally
Yeah.
part
I
of
want to
that.
know what it was like when you met MT. Like, I don't know.
No, wait,
like,
before that. Here you are. You in South Africa. How old are you?
For
You were
real.
19, right? When you came here.
I moved here when I was 18. Yeah.
18. 18.
Legally, by the way.
When was the first time you were like, okay, I actually like doing this?
So by that point, like after those covers and whatever not, I had realized that, oh geez, like that Disney dream of like being discovered, like who knows, like who gave us that delusion other than Hannah Montana?
Yeah.
Right.
But
Shout out
even
to
then,
Hannah
but even
Montana.
then, like like her father was.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
it was like a
yeah,
Netflix
literally.
situation
Even
still,
in the
but-
show.
And like we don't know what
Yeah.
happened to Hannah's mom.
Live
Like what
and show.
happened to Hannah's mom? She's just
She
dead.
didn't
Like
even have a mom on
it
the
was
show,
Brooke
right?
Shields, right? Like she would come in,
Yeah, she
come in
popped up
every
all at once.
like a
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
cameo here.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
there.
yeah.
But anyway, it's just like I realized, oh my god, like no one's gonna come discover me, guys. Wow, wow.
Yeah.
First like hardcore realization of my life
not gonna
is
happen.
like it's not just gonna happen on its own. And then I'm like, I think I need to actually write my own music.
Yeah, I might have to release a
What?
song.
Like I actually have to
You have
write
to
it,
record,
and I have
yeah.
to write it myself.
Yep.
Whoa! Like just constant like epiphanies. So it's crazy. I went
Step by
on.
step, it sucks.
I went on I
Yeah.
Know a Guy,
Yeah.
which at the time was just booming.
Yeah, I know. a
Shout
guy,
out in
for those who don't
Bali.
know, Facebook.
Shout out in Bali. I know a guy, founder.
Oh yeah, Mbali, yeah, shout out to Mbali, yeah. Bro, yo, Mbali, you still hitting the trance parties like that, and can you get us some
She's
tickets?
so dope.
We
She's
need
the
to
ultimate
diversify.
plug.
Okay.
Yes,
And-
that's the guy that they know.
And like,
Okay.
I actually put out a post saying like, does anyone want to teach me production?
Oh.
Newsflash, I still haven't learned production, but that's not the point.
But this is where it started.
And you know who like responded? This
Can we
guy by the
guess?
name of guess.
Can we guess?
Guess.
What demographic is he or she? Then I'll be able to
He
guess.
is originally from Zimbabwe,
She.
but he is a pioneer of the pop piano music scene.
No.
No, Shaburu's not
No.
from
He's
Zimbabwe.
not from Zim.
Oh.
Zim.
Okay, no. There's a couple of guys.
There's a couple of guys. Who?
Okay,
This
no,
is
look,
fine.
look,
Pop
look.
piano.
So Gemini
No, that's
didn't
Malawi.
make
Straight up.
piano.
You can see it in the face.
piano,
Oh, yeah.
guys. You guys are looking to hip hop. Pop piano. Piano.
Pop
see.
piano.
This
Pop
is
piano.
fun.
Guys, come on, guys.
Zimbabwe.
We're
You all know
overthinking
him.
it. Yeah,
Everybody,
we know.
like everybody
We're literally
knows this
overthinking
person.
it.
You're
We're
okay.
overthinking
let's-
it.
let's-
Buffalo Salsa!
How many people?
Is it?
Oh, he doesn't
nice.
do piano.
Is it?
No, it's not Buffalo Salsa. It's definitely not.
Cool Dre.
Oh my God, bro!
Oh shit, man.
No, actually, Ace, I'm disappointed in you.
Bro, I didn't even
particular.
think
guys.
it's because
I
he
don't
talks in a
like you
British
anymore.
accent.
He
He talks like proper. I don't know.
And is
that's
that high
Yeah,
top,
we know.
right? It's like,
Yeah, I
He's in
think
LA,
I
right?
think he is.
Yeah,
he's in LA as fuck.
So that's who responded. We became quick
Wow.
homies.
yeah.
He even lived with myself and my boyfriend for a while. Like he was still in high school, guys.
I love
Like, it was a
random
really
not
long
like
time.
this. Like, what is going on?
Bro,
Absolutely.
Did you know him when he had that job where he used to work in that office?
Yes,
yeah, he used to
the
come to my
IT
house.
job,
Yeah, he'd be
no.
like, I hate this job and make the greatest.
That's like dude,
Oh, he put his passion
take
into
his tie
the.
off and be like, I hate
dude,
this
dude,
thing,
for
man.
real. Like, and he had like this one Uber guy, like who would take him everywhere. Like the real ones know. Like back then he was Sanguru. He wasn't even Cool Drink. And like
I
so
love
yeah,
this.
we became quick friends.
so
He took
funny.
me to my first studio session,
wow.
which was like a
crazy.
bedroom studio in
Yeah.
this like half Asian kid's house.
What?
That's
Yeah.
started a bedroom.
Shout
studio.
out
That's
Lil
another
Subway.
musician.
Lil
wow.
Subway.
I don't know if this guy's still making
Still,
music
yeah,
or not.
yeah.
Shout out
but
Lil Subway. Dope
It was
name.
his house, like,
Yeah, Lil Subway's
and
dope.
like that was the first time I ever
scared
stood
again.
behind a studio mic.
Wow.
And yeah, there was this. It was crazy. Do you guys remember like the Bacardi parties? Like,
Yeah, but-
Yeah, because
like I know it's still happening, but like
The old
back
school.
It was like,
then,
yeah,
they
yeah.
had a Halloween party,
Yeah.
and I just so happened to win tickets. And Nadia Nakai DM'd me the tickets. It was crazy.
Wow.
And
Okay.
it was crazy.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
random.
yeah.
guys did not know
One
how
thing
social
after
media
another.
was.
Crazy, yeah.
That
They're like, hey,
weekend.
Nadia, just DM these
Yeah,
tickets.
just because this is like
Nadia.
if you like lore, this is where the lure is.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
how I got thrown into
That's
like
fire.
the mix.
Yeah.
And we went to this party, and like on that day, when Asha was gonna go home, and we were like, nah, bro, come to this Halloween party with us. So we called his parents, like, yo, please let him stay out one more night. Like I said, he was still a school kid.
Yeah.
And so he stays with us. We go to the party. He sees Kyle Deutsch, who he had worked with before, and Ganja Beats.
Kyle.
Shout out to Ganja
And
Beats.
shout out
And
Ganja
Ganja,
Beats.
my
And
nigga.
Ganja Beats. And he ran up to me in the middle of that event, and he's like, I just got us a session at Ganja Beats.
Oh, we're going.
And I was like, whoa.
What's going
That
on?
is crazy, yo.
And the next week, I went to my first studio session at
Wow.
Himmel Ganja's house.
Shout out to him,
And
bro.
guys,
Shout out
these guys just
Himmel,
kept
shout out
inviting me
Dishana.
back.
What year was this?
Like, this was 2017, 2018,
That's fire.
2017,
Fire,
yeah.
yeah.
And like, guys, they had no reason to invite someone who had never like,
Yeah,
who had
Yeah,
never
no,
made a
really,
song,
yeah,
who
yeah.
had never written a song.
Yeah.
Like they were just like step up onto the mic, and I
Yeah.
did, and
Super
like,
patient. Like
and
they're
they
the
just
nicest
kept
guys,
letting
yeah.
me come back.
Yeah.
I was like, yo,
Aye.
would I give
So,
would I give
12
someone else
o'clock,
that
right?
chance?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like that really like all shout out to Himmel for like taking a chance
real,
on
for
me, and Maddie for like being so patient with just
Yeah,
actually
Maddie's
recording
super- yeah,
everything
Maddie's so
for me.
patient.
They legitimately then became like my primary producers and let me come back to studio for years. We released 12 songs together and my
out.
first EP. And
Shout out.
that's the crazy
That actually
story.
makes family. Once you work on so many things together,
Yeah,
bro.
it's like you're.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how I met SB and everybody.
Shout out to SB, man.
Yo,
Yeah.
SB, you need to come fit your jacket.
Oh. Oh, man.
For the South African music lovers, you know, SP and I have a song together,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Literally we're discussing.
Yep. We were.
Yeah.
We gotta hear that.
And Ganja Beats.
And he
yeah.
mixed it apparently.
Yes.
You
You know, it's this one also
I know
needs
I
to
did
be put
it.
here.
I know I-
This
he
song
sent me the
also-
email with the
I think it
mix.
deserves
I know.
to be put on the screen. This song, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So fun
Technology.
times. I just got thrown into this whole thing, but I think like the moral in that story is like when you start walking the path appears.
Yes.
And
So
that's actually a
true.
Rumi quote. It's not even me. Don't quote me.
Okay.
But quote me. But like
but
that
just know it's
guy.
like-
Yeah,
it's like
He's an
fact.
Iranian poet. It's okay.
Yeah.
And I just got so blessed. It feels like dumb luck, but like I think
Yeah.
I don't believe in like pure luck. That was
You
fortune.
gotta create it. Yeah. You gotta
Yeah, and just right place, right time.
time.
That's the story of so many people. The reality is like no matter how good you are at something and how hard you work, you always need luck on your
You always
side.
need
Yes.
luck,
Do
You have
are
to
someone-
trust it.
Are you someone who believes that okay, from hearing you sound like someone who like it's like it's not about like it's like it will happen, just not the time of when or so how do you keep the energy to keep going because you know it'll happen but you can't choose the time that it happens, so how do
What's
you
your
wake up
motivation
and-
to get up
every day?
Yeah, there we go. That's the
I
question.
think that's such a good question.
Appreciate
For
that.
me, like it's been like the Stoic philosophy.
I know about
Like
that.
Oof.
I like honestly, it's the only thing that like got me into really believing that like actually like your timing wouldn't necessarily be the best thing for you. Like you think you want something to happen at the time
Not
that you
then.
do.
Yeah.
You don't have the full picture.
Yeah.
And when I started journaling and doing the artist's way, which I'm still on week 6, guys, I cannot just get through this book. But anyway,
okay.
that's a book that like Dochi like
Artist's
documented
Way.
our
Okay,
whole
okay,
journey,
okay,
right?
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still on week
What's it called?
6.
The Artist's Way.
The Artist's Way.
Oh,
The
okay.
first thing it says is start like writing morning pages, which is just 3 pages, no matter how small your notebook is, 3 pages counts
Yeah.
of just stream of consciousness. It could be the things that you're forgetting, the things you want to do. It doesn't have to be journal, like pour your heart out, but it eventually becomes that.
Yeah.
But what that process did for me, I have like 18 full journals of it now,
Oh,
right?
okay.
What that process did for me was that like I actually met God through that process.
Okay.
And then you good, bro.
in the flow.
You good, because then
Yeah,
you're like,
good. Divine.
I'm not God.
Yeah.
And you have to humble yourself like that.
Yeah.
And you're like, my timing often sucks.
up to you.
I'm often late to shit.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you
yeah.
think some of the wins, you go back, and everyone can do this exercise. You go back a few steps, you think about some of the wins that at the time you cared about most, and if it actually happened, like your life would be different. But like you
what
see,
you wanted, yeah.
you see how some of those wins actually led to dead ends,
Yeah.
and some of them led to
Wow.
like being friends
Crazy.
with the wrong people, being in the wrong situations.
Yep.
Like you're always being protected, like by the things that don't
Drop a
happen.
bomb for that one, brother. Drop a bomb for that one.
knowledge right there.
Wait, you could have dropped bombs all along. I like. How they do this now?
No, he's been dropping them in the headset.
Yeah.
There better be bombs before this.
Yeah.
Okay, so now why?
Don't have
Okay,
mine.
music is going dope. It's going. It's nice. Why start a podcast?
Good question, man. You're on
This
two
is a
for-
really
you
tough
2 for
one.
2,
Like,
nigga.
if you asked me this a year ago, my answer would be very different to now. I've just wrapped up season 1 of The Good Sports.
You gotta put us on.
And the reason that like I even started it is because I really like love sporting stories and artists' journeys, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the thing that you were like, how do you do this? Like
Yeah.
on a day where you like you're like, well, she's winning and I'm not.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she has my
Yep.
sound and she's
Yeah.
winning and
Yeah.
she's making money.
She's
Like
only been
Yeah.
doing this for 1 month. I've been doing this.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like all those things were like questions I really wanted to ask artists who I feel like were a couple of steps ahead of us and athletes because they have to do the exact same things.
Yeah.
They have to deal with loss all the time
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
still
Us
show
athletes,
up,
yeah, we
Yeah.
suffer
show
as
up, show up,
athletes.
show up. And
Us
for me,
athletes.
like
And
I
be
saw the
motivated.
similarities between artists and athletes, and I really wanted to speak
Yeah.
to both of those groups of people. But then a few months ago, it was like 2 months ago, like I've had like quite a few like mini deaths in this time mentally,
like ego
where
deaths.
yeah, but like they weren't like induced by anything other than like just realizations about your life and where you are. And I realized that like my podcast, like I'm so grateful that I started it and I've spoken to the people that I've done, that I've spoken to. But I was like projecting by asking them these questions because I know I'm not taking their advice. Like that I know that like my music is my biggest dream
Yes.
and I keep diverting my attention away from it. And I was like splitting my focus
Yeah,
because I was like desperately asking these people, how do you do it? How do you show up? How do you, tell me how do you do it? How do you like step by step? Yeah. And like there was 11 episodes and I haven't fully applied all the wisdom of these people. And everyone just kept telling me, every successful person that I've met along the way, where I'm like, how do I become the biggest musical artist like in pop and representing Middle Eastern pop in South Africa and Africa and like this, and have a podcast? And they're like, one at a time. You can't do both at the same time. And I'm like, no, I can do both at the same time.
Tell me how to do it. I feel like I can.
Yeah, I feel like
Let me find someone who has done too.
That it scares me to go all in on music. And so I'm gonna pause the podcast for now and come back stronger.
You first heard it here on That Loud.
Yeah, I just felt like I owed it to my dream, and my podcast dream's not gonna go anywhere. The good sport exists, the IP exists,
Okay, you put it
11
out there.
episodes exist.
Yeah, you did it.
You can still go back to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
The
You did
thing
it,
is
yeah.
also like I don't have better questions, and I don't have like I don't want to ask it of like bigger artists and athletes right now because I know I'm not taking the advice. Like, what's the point, right?
Okay.
I have plenty to like go and listen and action.
Yeah.
And everyone does. Like if everyone's gonna miss the good sports so much, go listen to the 11 episodes.
Yep.
So yeah.
It lives in perpetuity always, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, that advice is always there. So now you've got the first book. You can always make book
Exactly.
Book 2.
And I want book 2 to be like a different version of me who's done more things and not just asking about like how do you do this thing.
Yeah.
You know, I want to do some things. I want to have some
more
proof.
knowledge. And
Yeah, I'm sure fans
Exactly.
also want to see that growth as well. You know?
Yeah, and like it was a labor of love, and it will always be that, and that's why I respect and love all podcasts, because it is such a labor of love. It is so much dedication, more than people ever could imagine goes into just documenting a conversation.
Yeah, that
Putting
100
videos
million, that's
together.
crazy though. Once you
People
get that
do
100
not
million.
Respect
get
us.
it. People do not get it.
Yeah, that check.
And so, yeah, I really love the whole process, and it like has led me to meet people
yeah.
that I wouldn't have met otherwise. Every person has been instrumental to my journey and like me arriving at the point that I'm at now. One of them, one of my guests is like now my choreography teacher.
Wow.
Yeah, shout out Delta the Leo. Yeah, boom. She's the best, and like she's who's getting me stage ready as a performer, as a singer.
Like
so
that's
like
another level.
full
That's-
circle,
full
right?
circle, yeah.
Full circle. So you don't have the bigger picture of things. You just do the part, take the step in front of you, like
Yeah, one
take
at a
it
time.
firmly though, but take
One
it.
at a time. One at a
Take it.
time.
What's your okay? I know it's not always destination, but like, where do you see yourself in terms of the music? Because you said you got dancers now and you got choreographers.
Wait, why
How
are you whispering?
big do you wanna?
Can you guys hear him?
No, it doesn't matter as long as
Oh,
can hear.
I couldn't hear.
How
can
big do you
My
want to
bad.
get
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
on your side? Like, what do you see yourself as? Do you see yourself as a stadium performer?
I see myself as like
You said Met Gala.
yeah, I see myself as like a Coachella headliner.
Oh, yeah.
But like what will get me there is myself. Like
Yeah, no, 100%.
and what I mean by that is like a year ago I had the same vision,
Yeah.
but I also thought that the opportunity must come to me.
Yeah.
No, I must earn that opportunity.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I must be
sometimes you
worthy
have
of
to
that
force the
stage.
opportunity, bro.
But you have to be like ready for it. Like you always people I think that they're ready for the opportunities that they want most to come to them. But like, are you ready for it?
yeah.
I don't think it's 100% necessary you're ready for the opportunity. It would be nice, but you have to be in it to win it. That's the
Yeah.
most important thing.
And you know, like if you are feeling like
I could do
you've
this.
entered this room and you feel like an imposter, that will happen, right? But if you know that you show up and practice when there's no gig, that is for
The
me
difference, yeah.
my bar for what will get me to that Coachella level.
Straight.
Like that's a bar I have for myself. And if I'm not doing it, like I'm letting the person who is doing
Yeah,
it have
and
that
they're gonna get
stage.
it.
And they're gonna earn that stage.
Wow.
But yeah, I believe in like it's yours to earn. And I want to earn it. Like I don't want to put it up to chance, because it is up to chance and it is up to God. And
It's
if
up for
I
grabs, so whoever,
yeah,
fights
but
for
like
that
I want
thing.
someone who's worthy of that. And I think like we are living in like this golden time of female artistry.
True.
Shout out to Sexy
Like
Red,
this
man.
like
No, it was gonna happen. Don't worry.
was gonna happen.
It
was gonna happen.
Yeah.
well, like I'm not dissing her. Like
I love.
we live in we live in this time where like the bar for pop music has been raised here again.
Yeah.
Like we have
competing
theater
with-
kids.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah,
people
yeah, yeah.
who are like
Overly
not
bad.
sparing a single thing. That's who I'm competing with. I'm not looking at like the size of the pool I'm in and who else is in this pool
You
with
look
me.
at the creme de la creme.
Yeah.
We're going there. Like
going
I'm
there.
looking at how hard you're working and I'm like, cool. That's how like I need to work harder than you.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
like
That's the
if I
bar-
had
that's
the
just where the
budget.
bar
That's
starts.
the
Yeah.
bar. I look at a great performance, and a great performance is a great performance, and
Yeah,
that's what I want to create. And I want to just take people on a ride, and like I must also not know where the ride's going.
Yeah.
It's exciting
That's
for
what makes it
everybody.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Bar.
just has to
Okay.
be like a
Let me
magic.
drop
So
a
we
bar.
do have a segment on the show. Okay, you can do it.
No, he was
No,
saying.
do
He was
it.
saying. Yeah.
Go for it, girl.
We
Claim
do
it.
have a segment on the show where you have to tell us an industry story, your craziest, most interesting, any story that like once you've been in this industry, you're like, what the hell was that about? Can you think
Crazy.
of one?
I feel like
Funny.
my entry into this industry was that story. Does that count?
Well, like
Like
Nah, that
I
don't
know
count.
a
That don't
guy
count.
into Bacardi house party into
Nah.
No,
Nah.
Nah.
You guys-
feel like
yeah, I feel like you guys
that
want.
that one's already
Yeah,
gone.
we did that one. We did that one. We need the
So
we
now-
other
need like
one.
the one that you know, which is like, yo,
And
you
we
haven't
we
told.
blur out names, you know.
Yeah.
That
it
type
could,
of story.
It could
You could even
also
say, hey, there's a person that you know. I saw them the one time at the corner of the club and this happened.
yeah, like something that's industry like, oh, okay, I'm really
I feel like
in
I
there
know a
now.
lot of alleged things, and like I don't know
I
how.
Oh, you don't wanna do
I
I
alleged?
mean, we've been alleged.
Yeah,
we've been allegedly.
Okay, one
Oh,
thing.
hey.
All blurred. So no.
This is
This
this is
episode is called
this
the
might be
alleged
vague.
episode.
Yeah, this is the alleged.
Yeah.
Yo.
this might be vague, but I think that like one thing that I don't appreciate that I have seen firsthand is that there are some guys who are very much alleged to be people who have sexually assaulted people, but nobody stops working with them,
Yeah.
and everyone pretends like they never heard
that
those.
is the
Yes.
story of the
allegations.
entertainment industry.
But wait, now,
yo.
wait, hold on.
And-
hold on.
Yes,
and like,
yes,
mhm.
yes,
It's
yes.
very
Name of the
common.
Yes.
So us as what do you call the
Spectators?
No.
In the
The
industry?
court of public opinion. When is the
Oh.
point where we have like we've got enough conviction to say yeah?
I think that's a really good question. Like,
So like, look, that Dr. Luke thingy, fuck you, right? We already
Dr.
know.
Luke?
Katy
Kesha,
Perry, bro. She just
Kesha,
went to-
Katy Perry.
Yeah, she just went
Is it RCA Records or is it Atlantic? Like it's one.
I just don't want us to name the
Yeah, okay,
alleged
okay.
victim. It was not alleged. To name the victim just because she doesn't deserve that, right? But so I don't mind saying Katy Perry and Dr. Luke. But
Okay.
you get what, or
Yeah.
like even R. Kelly, where we know,
okay,
right?
no,
Yeah.
okay, I know
But
what you
then
mean.
like,
Or like
when
P.
is the
Diddy, where
point
it's like,
where-
Yeah,
Oh,
like it's like
okay.
there's no beating the
Yeah.
allegations. Yeah.
Like yeah, when is like oh Diddy? when is
Oh, by the way,
when
5th
is-
of May.
when is the, May the 5th be with you. Now
Oh.
when is the point where
You
we,
start- it's
we,
not- it's
yeah,
not alleged
we're allowed
anymore.
to bully you?
Yeah.
I think.
Kiki,
The thing is, I think what it
hear what you
Sorry,
Sorry, it's not that
Nah.
question. It's not that question. I get all excited. Yeah.
No, I want. I want to know your take on
Please
it.
give us your thesis too.
I feel like off the.
She's already started her sentence. Like,
Oh, so okay.
Oh,
I feel like
shit.
once at least 2 or more girls
Exactly.
have the same complaints about.
If the smoke is there.
Yeah,
If,
like come on, like
yeah.
now there's. You
Sometimes
know,
someone says there's fire, but you haven't
crazy
seen
girls.
smoke.
I'm not
But
gonna lie,
if you see smoke.
they are girls, and I hate that they keep on doing this because now it fucks it up for everyone else where they do lie. But I feel like 2 or more, like it's gonna
There's
be
enough smoke here.
Yeah, like it's we need to like keep our eyes open, you know.
But niggas need the bread.
But the thing is that you can perpetrate once.
But also receipts.
But sometimes you don't have.
Receipts do help.
Sometimes it's a thing.
But-
of,
but-
it's a very important conversation.
you know what the thing is like sometimes because we only got to this culture now of speaking out and everything, you'll find that this thing happened to the person like 6 years ago, and now finally they were encouraged to say something. Where are you
Yeah.
gonna get the receipts
But,
from?
but
Yeah.
see, my worry about what you're saying, right, is that even that 6 years ago, person did it once. Oh, I was drunk 6 years ago once. If that person says something now,
What
we're
is the
ignoring that
criteria?
victim.
Okay, I know what you mean. Okay.
Yeah, look, I don't have a good enough answer. This is a very ethical question. And I think case by case would be better than having like one rule
Yeah,
for
one rule,
it.
yeah.
Because it's not going to be one size fits all. Like human beings are human beings. Some lie. most like have no reason to lie about like a petty instance with someone who's still a bedroom producer. Like, do you get what I
True,
mean?
100%.
Like, what's there to gain?
100%.
What's there to gain? Really?
I'm just
I do
embarrassed with-
believe that people have like their own best interests at heart. I just don't see why anyone would put themselves through that. Do we have people who do things that we don't expect them to do and are unreasonable? Yes,
Yeah.
that too. That's why I think case by case. In this instance, it's just someone who, again, I said I've only heard like the allegations, but they came from like reputable enough women who I trust, but they also only knew the allegations. So I don't know how much of a broken telephone this is, and that is also a problem.
That's crazy.
Because like someone could be lying
Yeah.
in general, and now you have a
Just halfway
broken
through the
telephone.
Yeah.
But you know, I also asked this person's close friend,
Oh,
and
shit.
like they didn't deny.
Oh, that's the
And
other fucked up thing. Because why
so-
are they friends though? So.
Well, they probably need the bread.
Is
That
that just
But
happened?
I keep
I
saying
don't
it.
think that's a
like,
joke. That's actually
niggas
true,
want
bro.
a verse,
Yeah.
a beat, put on. Sometimes it's the niggas who
And
run
sometimes
the-
it's people who are really good at what they do.
exactly.
That's what I was
Most
about
of
to
the
say.
time,
Most of the
niggas are
time, that's what it is.
Niggas
I
are
mean,
incredible.
it wouldn't be anything if Weinstein wasn't as big as he was in getting or had the influence he had.
Yeah, he looked like mold.
Nobody would care.
And some pop stars like who have sold out, you know,
Yeah.
FMB stadiums in this
Yeah.
country. Like,
Do you?
Yeah, I mean,
I have a
in
question
every
for you.
country, yeah.
I have a question for you. So now since we're on this little piece of the, this is the biggest piece of the pie of the industry. There, with everything you know and everything you believe about yourself, right? And then someone comes up to you and obviously offers you a certain, and it's a sure shot. It's going to work. Like if you.
that devil.
You know what I'm saying? But like they come to you, but it goes against like whatever you believe. Maybe it's someone who has these allegations.
It's Diddy who's
but
coming to you.
no, not Diddy, not Diddy, not Diddy.
Yeah, but a
not,
little
not,
Diddy.
The devil.
But like yeah, right. And
The
he just a little
devil.
Diddy, like a little Diddy, and you're like fuck. You're like fuck. Okay, no one openly knows about this guy. But like once you reach
This
like
is my
LA,
shot.
New York, Miami, like you're in this circle. Now they're like, yo, I can't believe you're working with, but your shit's moving. Do you do it or do you not do it?
Well, I think this is a realization I came to like like not long ago, that if someone guarantees you something that we just spoke about luck
Yeah.
and how luck is always a factor, right? Then that's a deal with the devil. Like
If they
no,
can
no, like
guarantee it.
yeah,
Bigger than luck
that's
now.
you don't
There's a lot
want
of-
it.
there's a lot of devils, though.
It's what?
It's a lot of
There's a lot of
devils in the game.
devils.
There's a lot
There
of
are,
there's a
there
lot of
are.
people
I was
that can
actually
press the
having this
button.
Right
conversation.
on your anus, like sooner than you think.
No, but there's a
That's
lot
the
of
thing.
people that press the button and you're on.
I think some people do choose to have the thing that they want and lose themselves in the process.
That's true.
I don't want to lose
Okay.
myself in the process of whatever I want. So if it's like, cool, Coachella headlining, I just mentioned that, right?
Yes.
If someone offers me that as a
Right now,
guaranteed shot,
Yeah.
it's like, nah, like I have to
So it's
live
not
without
yourself
that.
anymore.
For
Yeah, it's not you accepting it. as
Yeah, yeah,
For
because
real?
yeah, for real. Because like I would know if no one else,
Because
like,
I'm a
yourself. Taking it in the bag.
if no one knew, I would know.
Yeah. It's,
And everyone that knows me would know, and I would no longer have the people who know me
Because you're
because
not
I would
different.
just no longer be the same
That
person.
person,
And
yeah.
like my compass would no longer like it would
Be
be
the
broken.
same,
Like
yeah,
where do you
yeah,
go
yeah,
from
yeah.
there? Now you've headlined
No, now you
Coachella.
can do everything.
Congratulations.
Yeah, now you do
Congrats.
that, but now you.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Where's your music gonna come from? What are you gonna write about?
And also,
Who are
when
you gonna be
in
truthful
that
with?
scenario, you are expendable. As soon as there's somebody who's like, yo, sure shot, you're expendable. Whereas if you sweat
Yes.
to get to Coachella, you're not expendable at Coachella.
Even if
Exactly.
You know,
actually.
Even if you
You've
ruin
got
your
own
odds, you
groundwork.
know, like
Yeah.
you make your odds like a
Yeah,
thousand times
thousands,
worse.
You
yeah.
can't ignore me anymore. This is why I'm here at the stage of Coachella. So
Yeah.
actually, you know what?
Yeah.
I only want strawberries in every room in my trailer, actually. So go fuck yourself. Like, you know what I mean? You can do that now.
I think that's the tricky situation that a lot of people unintentionally find themselves in, is that like they didn't realize that like they were making a deal. Like
They just got
Yeah.
like
accepted.
it's like, cool, will you host this thing? And they didn't realize that now they owed that person something for the
Yeah.
I was
opportunity
just
they
getting out of my
got.
situation. Like the reason why I took that, I was just getting out my situation.
Sometimes people
You know what I'm
the
saying?
opportunity came to them the right way, like
Yeah.
you know,
They
like not
might be
because
naive to
someone's
it, yeah.
implying
Yeah.
that now you owe me one,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like now
They
we
just
have
don't
video
see
of you
what's
But like
doing
a lot,
things.
a lot of these things, it's like, bro, like you think about this, whatever your situation is, a lot of these people, why, like, at least for me, I stopped judging it as because, you don't like what he just said. You don't know what
What
they're
is the trade?
saving behind that
Yeah.
decision. Like that thing is huge. It can be a sick parent. It can be poverty. It can be whatever. You're just
This
trying to
is
make
the
sure
only
people are
chance
good.
out
It
of
might
that
not even be for
life.
you.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, I'm willing to sacrifice me, but after
make
that,
this-
everything else is
I,
fine. for
I think
them.
it's a noble sacrifice, but it's a sacrifice.
It's a, yeah,
of
it's a,
values.
but I just don't believe. I really just don't believe you get to certain like, bro. Okay, I won't even say like a name.
That
but
being
there's certain.
said-
Hold on. There's certain things that we've seen of like in a year someone is like elite. That's not normal,
Okay, I
right?
get
It's
what
like
you mean.
like come on.
But also it's also maybe that thing of this person was working
Behind the scenes,
yeah
for sure.
like a long time. They're probably working 6 years.
Yes,
Then
yes,
they just
yes.
blew up
Yeah.
that 1 year and it like skyrocketed.
Yeah.
and no one was
Because there's such a
seeing-
difference in audience size, right? Like when you jump
True.
from 5,000 monthly listeners to like 100K and 100K becomes 10 million.
Yeah.
Everyone at 10 million is like, we just heard about this. And like,
Yeah,
everyone
yeah,
keeps
yeah,
shoving
yeah,
this
yeah,
person
yeah,
down
yeah,
my throat.
yeah.
It's like, well, now you got
Now
exposed
you got
to
it.
it.
Yeah. There was something
But
happening
like
prior
a
to
lot
that.
of these artists have like a whole long
catalog,
discography
they've
of
been
nobody
working.
caring.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no.
Like-
If
like
you
Lil
like, I
Nas
think
X,
it's actually
Well, he had, like,
it's
one
it's
song.
actually most of the
No, like,
time it
before
is
that.
visible when the person was
play.
didn't have the background before, because most of the time they end up losing the stature or the fame that they had over
Yeah.
something stupid, like losing your body.
You know, keeping it is tough. Is what
like
he's saying.
losing, because I'm
Keeping it
saying
is
there's
tough.
an artist right now, I won't say her name, she lost her body and all of a sudden her music is not good
Oh,
anymore.
guys, no, that
You
is.
know what I'm trying
That's
to
why I
say?
wasn't
Yeah.
jumping
And
on
the-
that hate train when you guys were
guys,
doing
we're
that.
going
And guys,
far.
have
You
you
know,
seen
What
how
hatred?
like how fit Ice Spice became? Like,
Yeah, like what was
yo,
the big
those
tea?
legs.
But
like
then-
people were accusing
she
her of
looked better.
Yeah.
Ozempic.
Like those,
She's
like
working
she
out.
looked
Train.
Yeah, that's 100% true. But then
look
it's like,
at him.
Nah, she
why
look better
why
thick.
did that have to affect
Ace.
music.
music?
Because
You
we're
know
Maybe-
what
maybe
I think
music.
about that?
Some people say that she wasn't talented to begin with, and that's probably
No,
where
we
the
Yeah,
love
she
that.
argument
wasn't,
would go,
and
right?
that's why I'm still her fan though. But she
Yeah.
wasn't,
Oh, shout out to
talented.
you,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
and she
for-
still isn't. But I enjoyed her music.
It's the
I'm
music
sorry,
plus the
I-
twerk, though. That's what made her the thing.
You know what I think it is.
Like-
What's your
Like
opinion?
when someone like, because she had a lot of videos,
Yeah.
even prior to that, like that flow was not unique
Yeah,
to like the
yeah,
songs
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
blew
yeah.
up, right?
Yeah.
But when like you get the industry planned allegations
Yeah.
and like people do suddenly hear about
Yeah,
you
yeah,
because you
yeah.
go viral, like that's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
commonality,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You go viral. The viral thing is not your 1,000 true fandom. It's
true,
not
yeah,
the
yeah,
same
yeah,
quality
yeah,
of
yeah,
True,
people.
true.
Like the quality of people who catch like light of what you're doing today and they're like, this is hype, this is whack, whatever.
yeah.
The court of public opinion
Yeah.
of millions of people,
Yeah.
that's very fleeting.
Yeah.
It goes where the wind
100%.
goes.
Like a wave.
It moves
Yeah.
on to the next
Yeah.
person
Yeah.
who's viral.
Yeah.
Your
Or go
1,000
back to
true
Drake.
fans
Yeah.
don't do that.
They don't move because
Your real fans that you build over time with blood, sweat, and tears and who
Yeah,
know
those,
you and
yeah.
who've known your struggle
Yeah.
or just like your storytelling,
Yeah.
they're not
Or
gonna
even really like your sound.
or like
I
your
really like her
sound.
sound. I'm sorry.
No,
I,
she's.
and-
I think her
And
music's
it's because
good.
like her flow
And
is
the
like
beats,
she hones
Yeah.
that flow, right? And
I like it.
She is a one-trick pony.
But
Okay,
it's,
not so much on Ice Spice.
Editors
No, she
just
removed
said
the
that she's a
twerking.
one-trick pony.
Not so much on
sorry,
Ice.
sorry, guys. I
She's
must
great.
ask.
love
What
music. It makes me
is
feel like a bad
in Ava's future? What are we looking at? What is the?
should we
What are the
look forward
projects coming
to?
up? Should we be excited about that you're excited about?
I'm excited about the music that nobody's heard, which I'm sure is like a really generic answer, but I feel like I finally found my sound.
Oh, I love that.
Hell
I
no.
and I know you're never done, but
For this time,
this
in your
is
life,
like
yeah.
the most vulnerable, the most honest. Like God's been in the studio like every time that I've made something
Shout out to
like,
God.
and
Straight up.
that wasn't the case before. So I don't care if nobody likes this. This is my sound.
That's strong.
What's your branding? It's the first Arabic African.
Oh no,
pop
it's not
star.
Arabic.
The-
it's
yeah.
the first
First Middle
It's
Eastern.
the only Middle
in
Eastern
Africa.
Yeah.
pop
Only.
star in Africa. Yeah, and I'm
Oh.
Persian.
Persian.
Yeah,
oh,
we're
my bad.
Persian. Our language is
No,
different.
I just
Farsi,
my bad.
Farsi.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, shout out Farsi.
We're learning.
Junam.
Nazar Alam. Junam. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, shout out to you,
Purr.
brother.
All right. First it was
I
Ed
had
Sheeran,
a-
now it's
I had a-
Ason.
Azizam.
Azizam. Oh, I
yeah,
love
yeah,
it. Like
yeah.
this is like if that's not an omen, like Ed Sheeran released a song in my language.
Yeah.
Not
And-
just the chorus. He even released a version where he's singing Farsi.
Oh,
That's great.
Guys, Ed
Yeah,
Sheeran.
that's crazy.
What?
Shout out
I
to Ed
watched
Sheeran.
the-
But he used to couch with a lot of like hip hop homies in English.
No,
right?
he's
part
he's
of
a
it.
producer.
He's
Yeah.
different.
No, he
Like
had a
the
producer
references.
that's Persian in the studio. You watched,
Exactly,
yeah, and that's
yeah.
how, yeah. I watched that. I be in the type with the whites, man.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
for real.
No, but seriously though, like the most wholesome pop star ever, like put our culture, a misunderstood place on the map, and made like over 80 million people super happy.
Yeah.
Right.
And like if that's not a personal omen from me,
Yeah.
a pop
Yeah.
artist from Iran,
Yes, that there's a gap there that you can.
That's
like
you can
when
feel.
I
You're the one,
finally
yeah,
felt
you're the one,
comfortable
yeah,
to like
100%.
to incorporate my language into my
100%.
music, I shied away from that for the longest time because I, like fear of ridicule, fear of like, oh, she sounds silly, you know, or whatever. Like I didn't do that for the longest time, and like the music that's to come is a combination of that. I made my first full song in Farsi over a 3-step beat.
Oh, we gotta. You have it on your phone, yeah?
Yeah, I do.
We listening to that.
I
after
do.
this.
I want you to look at. I think it's that camera. Was it this one?
Hot One style.
All right. Yes.
Yeah.
Into that
This camera, this camera.
No. Camera two.
Oh.
It's a camera too. All right. I need you to look into that.
It's my good side.
Tell everybody what it is. you're
Every
working
side is
on,
my
what
good
you're
side.
gonna be
Oh,
doing.
period.
But it's actually my left.
Yeah.
But really, it's my left.
Where we can find you, what you're doing. In the meantime. what is
In
you
the
working on? I know
meantime.
you did tell us what
Tokyo
you're
Thrift coming
But
soon.
everything,
Soon. My name is Lava Like Lava.
Yeah.
Check out my podcast, The Good Sport, seeing as you're a
Check
podcast
it
lover.
out.
yeah.
Yes.
Shout out,
Yes.
Right?
It's all
yeah.
it's about all of our journeys. I'm the only Middle Eastern pop star in Africa. Soon to be Coachella headliner.
Yeah.
Thank you to all of you guys for being here again. Every
Again.
single week you are here with us, and we enjoy all your comments about Kiki. And most.
Leave. Keep
Oh, my
Into the
bad.
mic.
Ish,
Yeah,
every
keep
time.
doing
Okay,
the
my
sexy
bad.
voice. That's what
I've
I'm
been
saying.
Yeah,
so
no,
scared to
fucking
touch
I
this
know,
thing.
my bad, my
Fucking
bad.
sexy the whole time.
So yeah, leave me alone, brother.
Stop leaving hate comments for me,
Appreciate you.
guys.
No, there must be nice comments,
No,
but it's
get-
always
get
about
yours
Kiki
out.
most of the time. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys for coming every single week. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us on that cloud. From the boy editorialist, from the boy hype, from the boy Quid.
that's
Wow.
a new one.
This is new,
Booyah,
yeah.
and the nigga, your boy Big Kiki, not the little
Your
one.
boy. We
love
your
everyone,
boy
by the
Adilson,
way.
Ava like lava,
We love
and your boy
everybody.
GRIMM. We out.